శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ 2008 లో స్థాపించిన కళాశాలలో NBA, NAC A గ్రేడ్ మరియు ISO సర్టిఫికేషన్ సాధించిన మొట్టమొదటి కళాశాల శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ త్వరలో అటానమస్ కాబోతోంది.
2014లో ISO గుర్తింపు, 2015లో రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వంచే A గ్రేడ్, 2016లో NAC A గ్రేడ్, ఇప్పుడు NBA సాధించిన సంస్థ శ్రీ ముత్తవరపు వెంకటేశ్వరరావు కాలేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అండ్ టెక్నాలజీ.
Good morning students, I am Harsha, Assistant Professor from the Department of EEE. I am going to deal the subject for 4th BTech first sem students, and the subject name is Special Electrical Missions. Good morning students, in this session we are going to learn about variable reluctance stepper motor. In the previous session we have discussed about different types of stepper motors and the construction and the working of the stepper motors. So in this session we are going to learn a brief operation of variable reluctance stepper motor and the modes of operation for the variable reluctance stepper motor. So let us see the contents. Initially we are going to learn about variable reluctance stepper motor definition, construction, principle of operation, modes of operation, switching circuit and the references. So let us see what is the definition for variable reluctance stepper motor. So what is meant by stepper motor? I have already told you. A motor which gives a discrete angular position is nothing but a stepper motor. So a stepper motor is a pulse driven motor that changes the angular position of the rotor in steps. So a motor which rotates in steps is known as an stepper motor. A discrete angular rotation means it is not an continuous rotation. It rotates with an discrete angular rotation with steps is known as an stepper motor. So let us see here, a stepper motor is a pulse driven. So we will give the pulses to the motor. So by using an electronic circuit or a commutated circuit, in the sense a transistor based circuit, we will connect a transistor based circuit and we will connect this circuit to the stator and we will give the energization and we will get the rotation in steps. So you know all there are different types of stepper motors. First one is variable reluctance stepper motor, another one is permanent magnet stepper motor, another one is hybrid stepper motor. So here we can see that the stator is made up of silicon steel stampings with inward projecting even or odd number of poles of the teeth. So stator poles will not be equal to rotor teeth. Okay, so stator is made up of silicon steel stampings with inward projected even or odd number of poles or teeth. Okay, every stator poles carries a field coil. You know all stator carries the field. Okay, and rotor is a permanent magnet, a field coil and exciting coil. In case of even number of poles, the exciting coils of opposite poles are connected in series. So I have already told you in the construction, so the opposite poles of the winding will be connected in series. So opposite poles in the stator, if you see for the stator, there will be a field winding. So this field winding supply will be given by an commutated circuit. I have already told you in the previous class. And opposite poles of the stator winding will be connected in series. I have shown you the diagram, so let me show you again. So the opposite poles of the winding will be connected in series and taken outside, and it is connected to the transistor based circuit, which is a commutated circuit. So these coils are connected, their EMFs get added. So from these coils there will be a MMF, magnetomotive force will be created from these two coils. So the combination of the two coils is known as an phase winding. So in generally in the stepper motor, if the two windings are connected in series, So that winding is nothing but an phase winding. So don't confuse here. Phase winding means we will not give any phase supply here. I mean to say two windings are connected as an series, so that is called as an phase. Okay, so the combination of the two coils is known as an phase winding. Let us see the construction of the rotor. So rotor is also made up of silicon steel stampings with outward projected poles, and it does not have any electrical windings. So rotor is also made up of silicon steel stampings with outward projected poles, and it does not have any electrical windings. So it does not have any electrical windings. So rotor is made up of silicon steel stampings with outward projected. So the outward projected poles, in the sense the poles will be projected outside. You know all, there is an construction of salient and non-salient. Salient means if the poles are projected outside, then it is called as a salient. If the poles are projected inside, then it is called as a non-salient poles. Okay, so with outward projected poles, and it does not have any electrical winding. So it has no electrical winding. I have already told you rotor is made up of an permanent magnet. There will be no winding for the rotor. And here you can observe that the number of rotor poles should be different from the stator. So the stator poles will not be equal to rotor poles, it will be different. So in order to have a self-starting capability and bidirection, okay, and the width of the rotor teeth should be same as stator teeth. So here we are speaking about the width. So width of the rotor teeth should be same as an stator teeth. So here another thing is solid silicon steel rotors are extensively employed. So there will be very solid structured silicon steel rotors. So this will be employed extensively. So this is the construction of the rotor. Let us see the principle of operation. I have already told you. You can see the image of variable reluctance stepper motor. Here you can see the opposite pole winding. So first I am showing you opposite pole windings. So opposite pole windings in the stator. If you observe the stator, so stator has number of poles like A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash. So if you observe the opposite poles, A dash are connected in series, and B dash are connected in series, C dash are connected in series, and D dash are connected in the series. So opposite pole windings are connected in series, and this series connected winding will be taken outside and connected to an external commutated circuit. So by this we will not give all the supply to the windings at a time. So initially we will give the supply to A dash. After completing A dash energization, so after that A dash will be off and B dash will be on. After B dash off, again C dash will be on. C dash after D dash will be on. Like this we will give the switching to the circuit. So you can observe the rotor. For the rotor, 6 rotor teeth are there. So that one is toothed with the stator, and it is toothed with it is nearby stator, and there it is toothed. Rotor is toothed, and it is made up of an permanent magnet. So the reluctance of the magnetic circuit formed by the rotor and the stator teeth varies with the angular position of the rotor. So the reluctance of the magnetic circuit formed by the rotor, so the reluctance, you know all reluctance, so this reluctance will rotate your rotor. So in this stepper motor there will be a reluctance. Reluctance, what is meant by reluctance? Reluctance means opposite poles, I mean to say opposition of fluxes. So opposition of fluxes is nothing but an reluctance. So here we are creating an opposite fluxes. So from these opposite fluxes, some fluxes will be cancelled and gives the resultant flux. This resultant flux will develop the net torque, and this net torque will rotate your rotor. So the reluctance of the magnetic circuit formed by the rotor and the stator teeth varies with the angular position of the, so this gives the angular position. Okay, so you will not get directly 1500 speed RPM like that, not. So we will get very less speed, you will get very less speed, nearly 1.6 So you can, from by using the stepper motor, nearly you can get the 1.6 degrees step angle. So if you want to rotate your rotor with 15 degrees only, you can rotate your 15 degrees. If you want to rotate your 30 degrees, 60 degrees, 45 degrees, like that, you can rotate your rotor at any angle. So I have given the applications in the previous session also. So here initially we will energize the coils of A dash. So A dash is nothing but an phase A. So after completing the energization in the sense, we will give the supply to the A dash only. A DC supply will be given to only to the A dash only. After A dash is energized, so then you will get one step angle. After completing the step angle, A dash will be off by using the switching circuit of the commutation process. So A dash will be off and B dash will be on. So after completing the energization process of B dash, then you will switch on the CC dash. So after completing the CC dash energization, then you will get DD dash. So like this, the switching process will be continue. So you can rotate your rotor with different step angles. So the rotor steps to align the rotor teeth 1 and 4 with the stator teeth and 1 and 5. So rotor steps to align the rotor and teeth 1 and 4 with the stator teeth and 1 and 5. Okay, like this you will get an operation. So here you can see the energization coils of phase energization phase B in the sense B dash. Then you will get initially some step angle. So in order to calculate these step angles, if you see here, the rotor teeth is 3 and 6 is aligned with the stator. You can observe these alignment also. So whenever you use the supply, so the rotor steps will be aligned to the rotor teeth 1. Rotor teeth is aligned to the 1 and 4. So you can see that alignment also. So in A dash in the stator, for the A, the rotor teeth 1 is aligned, and for the A dash and rotor teeth is aligned with 4. Okay, like this. So if you energize B dash and if you energize B dash phase B, the rotor teeth is, you can observe clearly, the rotor 3 is aligned with B dash and rotor 6 is aligned with B. Okay, 3 is aligned with B dash and 6 is aligned with B. Okay, 3 is aligned with B dash and 6 is aligned with the B. So like this you can see that, and with the stator teeth of 1 and 5. Okay, you can see like that 1 and 5. Like that you will get a step angle. So in order to get these step angles, I have already told you. So what is the step angle formula for the stepper motor? Step angle formula. So step angle beta is equal to ns minus nr by ns into nr into 360. So 360 is the total revolution of your motor. So ns is the teeth of the stator. Okay, teeth of the stator. nr is the teeth of the rotor. Okay, ns is the teeth of the stator and nr is the teeth of the rotor. So beta is the step angle in space. So what is the formula? I am repeating again. Beta is equal to ns minus nr by ns into nr into 360 degrees. So ns is equal to teeth of the stator and nr is equal to teeth of the rotor, and beta is equal to step angle in space degrees. So therefore beta is equal to ns minus nr by ns into nr. So ns and ఏంటండి? ns means teeth of the stator, nr is the teeth of the rotor. So like this you will get the step angle. Okay, let us see the modes of operation. Modes of operation means A dash, switching operation. So switching operation. So what is the switching operation for the variable electric stepper motor? So let us see the mode 1 operation. So truth table for you can give the logical operation by using sequence of commutated circuit. So you can operate through a logical sequence also. I mean to say by using a microprocessor or a microcontroller or computer switching, like that you can buy, or a commutated circuit, you can operate this stepper motor. So let us see the mode 1 operation. So mode 1 is only one phase on for the full step. So in order to get full step operation, you will on only one phase. So you have a doubt, sir, you told that A dash will be on, why can't we operate both A dash and B dash? So for A, if you on in a sequence operation, after A dash you get. So if you want at a time, you want to on both the angles, so you will get more step angles. So A dash and B dash is on, so remaining will be off. So after completing A dash and B dash, next C dash and D dash, like that you can also operate in order to get more step angles also. Okay, so this is one type of sequence operation, that is one type of sequence of operation. So one phase only, if you on only one phase, you will get one type of step angle. So if you on two phases, so one phase, if you on one phase means A dash is on. If you want to on two phases, A dash and B dash at a time, then you will get different step angles. So one sequence of operation is only we will on A dash, B dash. So this is one phase on. So let us see the truth table for the mode 2 operation counterclockwise in clockwise directions in the given table. You can see the counterclockwise direction. So initially you will see the counterclockwise and clockwise direction. Okay, so one phase on. So you can see that the step angles S1, S2 and S3. So S1, S2 is on, you will get AB, A dash will be on, B dash on, then you will get 15 degree step angle. And S1 is off, S2 is on, S3 is on, next you will get theta angle is 45 degrees. You see here carefully, I am repeating again, S1, S2, S3 theta angles. Okay, the star symbol represents it is in on condition, S3 is minus symbol represents it is in off condition. Okay, S1, S2 is on means A dash is on, B dash is on. So then you will get 15 degrees step angle. Like that you have to take. AB means A dash is on, B dash is on. Then you will get full step operation. Okay. After that, this is one phase on for full step operation. One phase. So totally you want to on one phase. So like this you can operate. Okay. Next you can see here like truth table. Okay, next S1 is on, and S2, S3 is off, you will get 45 degrees, B and C, like this. So it is a repeated structure, 75 degrees, 105, 135, 165, 195, 225, 255, 285, like that you can operate on. Okay, so like that in the same manner clockwise. So A dash is on, B dash is on, BC, B dash is on, CC dash is on, then you will get 45 degrees. CC dash is on, A dash is on, 75 degrees. So AB, you can observe A dash is on, B dash is on. AB means two phases are on at a time. So this is nothing but one phase on for full step operation. Okay, so like this you will get clockwise direction also. So one phase on and two phase. Here you can see there is two phases on mode. So like this you can operate counterclockwise and clockwise directions. Okay, S1, S3, like that, 15 degrees, like that. You can operate two phases also. Okay, like it you will get different step angles for the two phase on mode. Half step mode. In order to get half step, so you have to take the truth table for mode 3 operation. Okay, in the counterclockwise directions are given below in the table for the counterclockwise and clockwise direction. You can see all these stepping angles. Okay, here you can see S1, S2 is off. Okay, S3 will be on, 15 degree step angle. Okay, like this you will operate. S1 is on, S2, S3 is off, 45 degrees, and S1 is on, S2 is off, S3 is on 75 degrees. S1 is off, S2 is off, S3 is on 105 degrees. So like this you will get counterclockwise repeatedly. You can give at a time all the step angles. You can observe all these things. Again in clockwise direction you can see that. So in A, C, if you see A and C, S1 will be on, S3 will be on. S1 will be on, S3 will be on, S2 will be off 15 degrees. Like this you can operate two phases at a time. Next one is the truth table for mode 3 operation in counter and clockwise directions are given in the table. Like that you will get different step angles for the half step mode. Okay. So now you can see, in order to get S1 is off, S2 is on, S3 is on 0 degrees. Okay. Next S1, S2 both are off, S3 is on 15 degrees. Like this you will get 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 16 degrees, 75 degrees, 90 degrees, 105 degrees, 120 degrees, 135 degrees, 150 degrees. So if you want to see the switching circuit, I will show you the switching circuit also. Like this clockwise, counterclockwise rotation, you will get all the step angles by using the stepper motor. So this is the switching operation. A dash S1 switch, B dash S2 switch, C dash S3 switch, D dash S4 switch. Like this we have counterclockwise operation. You can see these switching circuits for the stepper motor. Close the switching switches in order to 1, 2, 3, 4 to turn on the rotor clockwise. So if you want to rotate your rotor with, you have to close all the switches 1, 2, 3, 4 in order to rotate your rotor with clockwise. So close the switches in reverse order also, 4, 3, 2, 1 also. So you can see here, when switch S1 is on, remaining switches will be off. So or you want to on two phase modes. Okay, S1 will be on, S2 will be on, S3, S4 will be off. So like that you can operate your motor in different modes of operation. So this is the switching circuit for the stepper motor. Okay, so in clockwise direction and counterclockwise direction. So this is about modes of operation of stepper motor. I have already told in the previous class. Let me remind you again, variable reluctance stepper motor. So I hope you all understood. If you have any doubts, free to call me. Thank you all.